Hello everyone. Well, I've been trying to think of something different to do a video on, and I'm going to do one on this Picturegoer magazine from 1953. This one is from November the 7th, 1953, and just to make it a little bit coin related, there's a florin from the same year, 1953. First full year of Elizabeth's reign, that was. She became queen in 1952 and her coronation was in June 1953. Anyway, it's back to this magazine. This belongs to my mum, 59F, that's 59 Fields Road where she used to live. She used to save all these magazines and she's given them to me, so we'll have a look at this one. And the price was threepence halfpenny. There's threepence halfpenny. Or you could have just one of those and your halfpenny, like that. Threepence halfpenny. Not 3.5 pence. It does say on my channel banner, coins and collectibles, look, there you go. Right, we've got Ava Gardner on the front there. And it says there, Ava Gardner to star again with Clark Gable. So I suppose we'll find out what film that was. It also says on the front page, talking sense to the Zanies. Don't know who the Zanies are, but we'll find out when we get to page 12 and 13. Okay, page 2. There's a bit of rusty going on with the staples, as you'd expect over all these years. Let's have a look at some of the adverts. Who is the Countess of Darnley? So what does she say? A light touch of Pond's vanishing cream keeps my complexion smooth, cool and immaculate, says Lady Darnley. Enchanting wife of the 9th Earl. Well, I'm going to have to look her up now. I always use Pond's vanishing cream as a powder base because my skin doesn't like heavy makeup. Oh, let's have a look then. Does it work? Oh yeah, not too bad. And there's some Pond's vanishing cream and the price is there if you want to work that out. What else we got down here then? Snowfire wave set will do this for you. Alright, what's it doing for her then? Snowfire wave set, there you go. If you want to pause and read that, whatever Snowfire wave set is. Looks like he's going to be swooning over her though, whatever it is. What else we got? There we go, Horella, double-breasted coat. What's over on this page? All the letters page, just read some of those. Let's have a look at the star letter. It's high time something was done about the release system. Time and time again we get 3 must-be-seen pictures in the same week. Few people can afford the time or money for 3 visits a week, so the films are missed and the box office loses. Recently we had Moulin Rouge and Call Me Madam at the locals concurrently, an even worse situation the following week. Quo Vadis, whatever that says, The Red Beret and Little Boy Lost. And that's from S. Richardson of Wembley Park in Middlesex, who is awarded £2, 2 shillings for voicing an often heard picture-going grumble. And the picture-goer says it looks like it wasn't allowed an opinion. The worst of it is that all these star weeks are usually followed by ones of mediocrity all round. They're probably true. Didn't have Netflix. If you missed the picture, there's no way you could see it anywhere. Couldn't even get it on VHS. Now this one says Cold Call. Periodically, plaudits are handed out to players such as Danny Kaye and Bob Hope for their comedy interpretations. I should like to offer a full-blooded roar of encouragement for George Cole, now we all know George Cole is, Arthur Daly, for his sparkling performance in Will Any Gentleman, must be a 1953 film. Having introduced an outstanding comedian to the screen, let's hope British studios make full use of him. Well, they did, definitely. Well, that's from William Hood in Plymouth, and Picturegoer says George Cole makes a guest appearance in the currently shooting of O'Leary Night, which stars Yvonne De Carlo, David Niven and Barry Fitzgerald. Now here we've got Anne Sheridan, and the letter says, Orchid to Anne. I'm intrigued by Picturegoer's new awards and should like to give my personal orchid to Anne Sheridan for her lively performance in the otherwise dull Take Me to Town, and my onion, I suppose that's like a rotten tomato, to the technicians of the east of Sumatra for the obviously faked plane landing. And that comes from BJ, what's that say, Adelaine of East Preston, Sussex, who is awarded 10 shillings and sixpence. 10 shillings and 6pence, that's 52.5p. We'll come back to the letters page. Now, what's this? Gore skirts are better. don't know why they've all been blacked in, never mind. What we've got there, Bristow's Cream Shampoo. Now I've got Inoxia. What's that? What on earth is it? Foundation cream, oh I see. You can see this is mainly aimed at women. This magazine, she's saying, yes, you're perfectly lovely. And what else? Let's turn the page. More adverts. I think the adverts are more interesting than the actual films, to be honest. No one ever says no to Macintoshes. Macintoshes Quality Street. There we go. What else we got? Alright. 3D films fall flat. I haven't written on it, that's printed like that. It says picturegoers haven't taken to 3D. Well, I shouldn't worry, 60 odd years later and we still don't like 3D films. There's a bit on John Gielgud about the making of Julius Caesar. Caesar is the end of a screen era. Why's that? It says the widescreen would have slain Julius Caesar, so would colour. Maybe it's the last of Hollywood's flat black and white classics. Maybe they were right. Now we've got a clip on... No. Now we've got a piece on Dinah Sheridan. She's marrying the boss. She's marrying... Who's she marrying there? She's marrying John Davis, chief of the Rank Group. There's Dinah Sheridan, and there's the geezer she's marrying. Worth a lot of money, apparently. Right, I'm going to have to go to Internet Movie Database now to see how long the marriage lasted. Well, there we are. I got this from Wikipedia. She was born Dinah Nadia Ginsburg on the 17th of September 1920. And there, down the bottom there, 1954, she married John Davis. And they divorced in 1965. Well, 11 years, not too bad. Right, as it said on the front page, talking sense to the Zanies. The Zanies apparently are Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. And this is to do with an argument they had with the British press. It says, the row Martin and Lewis picked with the British press has gone far enough, says Picturegoer's editor. So here's his advice to the lads. And it starts, dear boys, you really must pull yourselves together and drop this absurd nonsense of waging a private two-man war against the entire British press. You see, over here in Britain, we really like you. We think you're good fun. We think you're good comics. We think you're likeable lads. Anyway, there's all that, so I'll just have a look at the last bit. And it ends by saying, you need to be thick skins and stand up to the beat of the limelight. You can't judge an audience by a hacking cough in the stalls, and you can't throw bricks at the whole critical press of London simply because of a few reporters correctly reporting a few boos. Think it over, boys. Get a new sense of proportion. See you here again soon. Why not? Connery Chapel. Well done, mate. And there they are. And it says here, look, reports of a spot of minor booing horrified you. Or you niggled because the critics hit on some truth. Oh dear. And the centrefold is... Who's that? Mel Farah, apparently. Here we've got some more adverts. See your skin trouble go. Rub on, spots gone. Shampoo there. And more skin treatment. And here we've got Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis again. In The Caddy. Anybody seen that film? Donna Reed, Barbara Bates, Joseph Caleria and Fred Clark. That was in cinemas from the 9th of November. On the next page, It's Magic, says Valerie Hobson. I don't really know much about Valerie Hobson. And then as we turn the page, a bit more about Julius Caesar there. Now an article that says, now it's press button picture going. And it says here, on this undoubtedly historic occasion, Paramount delivered its fresh from Hollywood film direct to the living room of its customers. For this privilege, the armchair picturegoers paid a kind of box office, a meter attached to their TV sets. International Telemeter Corporation fed a scrambled picture to their screens. I didn't know they were doing that in 1953, did you? Now I've got some more adverts. Much more to Munching Maltesers. There we go. Maltesers advert. And what we've got here, Twinkle Toes shoes. Is there any prices there? No prices. Oh, wait, there's a price in this one. What's this? Well, it's a wax away hair remover. Then it's got 7 shillings and 9 or 8 shillings post free. Well, if it's 7 shillings and 9, 8 shillings, it's going to be another 3 for post then, surely. You can get it from Boots, Timothy White's, chemists and stores, or direct from Adelaide Gray, 30 Old Bond Street, London. Right, I'll be down there tomorrow. Now we've got a British film and TV who's who. I can't say I recognise many of those names. In fact, there isn't any I recognise there. Must be somewhere on the next page. Oh, wait a minute, there's John Mills. Where's he? Must be on this page then. Kenneth Moore. Recognise him. Oh, Robert Morley there. Robert him, yeah. Not many. Anna Neagle. Oh, there's Barbara Murray. Not too many I recognise. Oh, I thought that was Henry Cooper. And now we've got Richard Basehart. Now I remember Richard Basehart as the Admiral in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Is anybody here old enough to remember that? No. Oh. There's some more adverts. Spots ruin many teenage complexions. 5p halfpenny or bath size 8p. Pain, nothing acts faster than Anodin. How much was the Anodin back then? 20 tablets for 1 and 9, or 50 for 3 and 6. Right, back to the letters page. Now, how long did the longest ever screen kiss last? In which film did it happen, and who were the players? Asks Miss Jean Goodwin of Carlton in Bedfordshire. That's just down the road from me. And the answer is it happened nearly 60 years ago in 1896. It's a bit more than 60 years ago now. A silent film described as a 2-minute speciality was shown. The app title was called The Kiss, and that's all there was to it. A kiss between Mary Irwin and John Rice lasting for the full 2-minute running time. The Kiss still holds the record, although Rudolph Valentino was featured in some fairly long drawn-out embraces. He never got much beyond the 30-second mark. Top place kiss team for modern marathons is the Virginia Field Jack Carson partnership, which reached 70 seconds in John Loves Mary, a comedy released in 1949. But probably the most memorable of lingering clinches in recent days is the notorious 1947 sequence between Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman, timed at half a minute. And there is little likelihood of the record beaters in the near future. The censorship code limits screen kisses to 20 seconds nowadays. Wonder when that ended. Wonder if I can get that 1896 one on Netflix. And that's it, last page, only 28 pages long, and the last page is just a Purcell advert. So I'm going to go and buy some of that now.